So I was directed to go to the next, to check everybody's references, which I've already checked. We've dealt with it for the year, so I checked Enterprise Strategies. They sent me a list of the references, and in my opinion, they were outdated. One was from 4 years ago, and both of them were for people that don't even work with the companies that they did work for, supposedly. And then there was one other one from a company out of Atlanta. Called him, gave her splendid recommendations, but I don't know how well it's legitimate. I'd have to research it more, but in the meantime, I have spoken with Bishop, which is in Lee County on Cedric Street. Talked to them that their bid was, very high, and we couldn't deal with that, and what other things could be done if we rebid this out or renegotiated to make it more reasonable and in line with what we had budgeted previously for this. And in talking with them, their opinion is to give us a 3-day service, which would be a full service 3 days of the week. It'd be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And at the Lee County Library and the Redbone Library give us a 4-day service, which would be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and whatever floating day the library would request, which I spoke with them, and they don't have a problem with that. They think it would work fine. But I'm here for your direction to let me know what you want me to do from here, whether we need to rebid this out, or if we can renegotiate with Bishop, or if we're going to just go with the same service we've been having that I don't think anybody has been happy with. And that's
Bishop's good plan though, John.
Do what?
The Bishop's plan, the 3 days.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that. In speaking with them and talking to them, at this time right now, we're paying $87,696 a year for.
And she's supposed to be.
And she's supposed to be cleaning every day. We don't, as you've seen with the complaints we've had major issues. With Bishop cleaning on a 3-day program for all county buildings and a 4-day program with both libraries, they're going to come in at $85,800, and that's a difference of about $1,900 a year savings. But that's just what they can do it for. I talked to them. I said, I need to know what would be a good thing, because they're very reputable. They use inspectors, they use project managers, to where when you have a problem, you have somebody to call all the time. You're not calling the one person that's doing the cleaning all the time. So I'm just asking for your direction of what we need to do from here, in your opinion.
Mr. Chairman, if the board is interested in trying a 3 or 4 day service, then I think it would be appropriate to rebid it and adjust the bid specifications to reflect that and get everybody a fair shot.
I was going to say that also. I was going to say if they would do it right 3 days a week instead of having it done, not being done 5 days a week, we may look at that. And I was going to suggest, John, that you might call some of their current customers. I know they are reputable, they're reputable people.
Yes.
You might call 2 or 3 of their clients and see,
And we can do that.
see if they're happy with them, you know what I mean?
Yes. If we get a service that does everything that we have in our specs on a 3-day program, granted our specs say every day. If we redid this and got somebody that was going to do everything that it calls for on a 3-day program, I think we'd be a lot better off than what we've been getting with a 5-day program.
Let me ask you this. Say we decide to go with a 3-day program, 3 and 4. Could we ask them to give us 30-day trial to see how it works out before we sign a contract?
And I've asked them that, and I think they would probably go with like a 3-day trial, because the initial investment to get set up and get all the supplies. On top of this, in talking with Bishops, a lot of things we supply now, other than paper products, like some cleaning stuff, that's been supplied through the years, they supply themselves. We will no longer, like toilet bowl cleaner and stuff like that. They'll do that on their own, so there is some initial investment that they're gonna, put into it, and I can ask them for anything, but at the end of the day, they're wanting a year to see how it works, and I said, well, you know, it's gonna be up to the board if we offer a certain period as a trial for both parties.
Wouldn't you know in 30 days if it's feasible? I mean,
Probably know in about 30 days.
okay.
I think, naturally, they're gonna do the best job in 30 days. I mean, I remember when we chose Vicky, I'm not taking up for Vicky, but the people that was before them, everybody complained about them. But if you read the scope of work involved in this, we should have known that Vicky couldn't have done it for whatever she bid. I mean, you can't clean every toilet and every bathroom thoroughly in every government building every day that it's open for the amount of money that she bid.
But the only thing I'd like to say, Mr. Rowland.
I know she talks a lot.
No, I didn't say that. The only thing I can say is, in numerous conversations with her and dealing with her, had a lot of complaints from her about not making enough money for what she was doing.
Yeah.
But she lowered her bid $16,000 from what it was last time.
I wasn't trying to defend her.
No, I know,
All
I'm
I'm
just-
saying is that we're gonna get what we paid for.
Exactly.
And I remember the crew we had before them, we had a lot of, nobody wanted them, we went to Vicky, so, I really don't like the idea of cleaning the bathrooms every other day for the simple fact that these government buildings, you're gonna have people in them every day in court, and such as that, so.
And I understand, but like we were saying, we get what we pay for, and if we want it every day, then we gotta pay.
No, I agree.
And I don't think we're in a position now to do that. I mean, you know, one thing that happens around here a lot, when these bathrooms up in this area where I have a state inmate most of the time, if it's not clean to most everybody's standard here, they call and we go up there, I get him to go up there and clean them. That'd be the same situation if we did have somebody on a 3-day program. If something got messed up on a day that they're not going to be there, then we would have to try and arrange to get the inmate in there and clean it up separately, and try and work it out that way. I mean, a trial period most definitely is going to be the way to see if it's going to work. But if we get 3 days, what's supposed to be done, I think it's going to be better off than 5 days and not what's supposed to be.